tried to keep it going, but it didn't make it to the West Coast. Or it didn't there. Although you can still go to Long Island, which is Wakanda. For Italian people, this is true. But it's Wakanda. That is what we call it. And I can say that because I'm Italian. This is fine. I miss New York so much for this specifically. Just for somebody at me. It's great. I miss it a lot. I want to give shouts out to Michaela and Heidi for together going, yes you can, for returning a ring. Speaks to a common history that I don't think we speak enough about. But for all three of you actually, I do want to pass on again this. I don't want to massage the plane or whatever. But you can also pawn a ring, which is another way to like cash in on the experience that you have gone through. You just have to, you're already cutting him loose. You might as well cut a little bit deeper and take that cut diamond to get your money's worth for the relationship, and then you can spend that on whatever you want, hopefully a better man. How do you find them? They're buyable. Also, you should know Grace, and I think Grace, was this like your first breakup? Like your first major breakup, like your first significant one?
Major one, yeah.
I mean, 3.5 years, you were all of 12 years old, so I hope there weren't more of this to be had. So this is a good, this is kind of a fresh experience for you. You haven't even had your first stalker yet. Oh, you have? No, that's right. I forgot. Yes. So you've had your first stalker, your first major breakup. You're going through. You've now entered into the Jewish community. You're already taking poll, and I think this is a wonderful opportunity for you to find the world of dominatrices of the world, because you relate to the men of the Jewish community, and I have a lot of dom friends back in New York, and their number one clients are Orthodox Jews, because the more taboos you have, the more kink you have, and so you just capitalize on. It's the best. I don't understand why more. I do kind of understand why more women don't get into BDSM, and it's because of men and violence. But a lot of women, I talk to a lot of girls, and they're like, I could never, because it's gross and the sex stuff. With Orthodox Jews, all you got to do is show a little ankle, and like that, and you're there. So it's a wonderful way to make money. You can write this down. It's never too early to learn. Start a savings account for her to buy her first latex. This is great. On deck, we've got Aaron Weaver, speaking of my community. Coming up now, please put your hands together for the one making an entrance from off stage left, the only, the lone, Tom. Woo!
Exactly, like a goddamn professional. Who said that? Was you? Who said that? Thank you. Like a goddamn professional. I was here ready. Do you people want to wait? Is that what you're into? You're going to wait for me to get up here? It's sexy, huh? You don't want to wait for our lives to be over? You want to know right now. I had an opener and I can't remember what it was. I'm going to try to do clean comedy. That'd be kinky, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of kinky right now if I did some clean stuff.
Well, you lost as long as you could.
This is something I learned today. It's not original, sorry. But it turns out that the company that makes yardsticks isn't going to make them any longer.
God damn it,
I know I can't take credit or blame for that. I can take blame. Maybe someone else's joke. Trying to clean up my act. Oh. So I'm going to talk about porn. So I think we need to take a deep dive into this. I think like a sociological dive into it. I'm going to keep the language relatively. It's boring. It's boring. You won't. Those of us who are too young to understand what I'm talking about won't pay attention. It's boring. But I don't know this for a fact, but I suspect that humans, us right here, humans, are the only mammal that puts a lot of time and effort into watching others of its ilk mate. Does any other animal do that? They're like, dogs would be like, oh, did you hear that? Fido and Betsy are getting it on. You guys, we gotta come watch this. I don't, unless unless they're gonna fight over it, they don't wanna watch it. We do. Oh, maybe you don't. Fuck off. You know you do. So, I've been paying a little more attention to pornography lately. As an aside. Okay, I just ended a 30-day Facebook jail ban. I was banned for 30 days. Who's that? Anybody? 30 days? Winner right here. Winner. You know why? They do it in layers. The first one was just a warning. Like I said a thing and I got a warning. Next time I said a thing very much like it, 24-hour. You can't post, you can't like, you can't join, you can't friend. You can still see the things that are going on, like, look at this, look at you don't get. And then they increase after that. So the first one was probably warranted. Looking back on it, it was warranted. But that was just a warning. It was a 2-word phrase that I used in an argument with some MAGA hats. Some I don't know, some knuckle dragon shark gargler wanted to get into it with me, fucking at me. And I used a phrase that I regret. And it was a 2-word phrase, and it was this: kill yourself. Not cool, not cool. I understand. The second time, when I actually got the 24-hour ban, I did basically the same thing, but a little more elaborately, like I described how. Made some suggestions, is all. Along the lines of, like, you could start the car, in your garage. But to save time, get out and go fucking suck that tailpipe. Just suck it. Suck that tailpipe. Boom, 24 hours. You can't blah, 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 blah. Next time, I got a 3-day ban. This is not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about porn, but this is sexier to me. Don't kink shame me. I'm into weird shit. And this was, it was the same kind of argument. I was insulting someone, but it was kind of it was pretty standard. Like, I was telling them, they're stupid and they should fucking reevaluate their entire life. Some people should. Boom. The eye of the fucking algorithm was on me. The eye of Sauron, or whatever. Eye of Zuckerberg. And probably the person who I offended on some Reason magazine article or whatever, reported me. I believe in free speech except when you insult me. Dorks. And the fourth one was absolutely shouldn't even happen. That was for 7 days, also known as a week in some circles, with 2 E's, not W-E-A-K. Like that joke was kind of. That was for suggesting that they, like take a logic class or something. It was really tepid. It was fucking tepid. Like, I've already said worse shit on this stage, and I haven't been canceled yet. You guys are gonna. Sometimes I wonder what I could do. I'm not gonna go there, but I've been wondering for a long time, like, what would it take to get these two to be like, nope, not come. Take a break. Just take a break, or maybe just he's done. But anyway, that was not it. This was the last one. This is the one that got me 30 frickin' days. 30 heckin' days. I wasn't even in all of those other ones. The reason, you can see a listing of it. All of them, the listing was bullying. Bullying. I'm like, wow. I never got to be a bully before. Fuck. Look at me bullying. And the last one, the most recent one, hate speech. Yeah. Want to know what it's for?
Of course.
Of course you do. I was agreeing with someone else. Yeah. That a third party's philosophical argument had some weak spots. And I said, yeah, you know what? There's definitely some chinks in the armor. Yes! Let me say the phrase again, because they actually included the phrase when they gave me the ban. They said, I didn't say armor because I couldn't think of the actual phrase is chinks in the armor. I said chinks in the fortress, but I don't think it changes anything. Yeah, that's what I got banned for 30 days, because I used the phrase chinks in the fortress. I was talking about literal, like, not literal, because clearly it's still an illusion. It's still an alliteration, or whatever the fuck. But that was it. That was the reason. And then they had, like, if you disagree with this, click this link. And you click the link and it goes, sorry, link doesn't work. Sorry. 30 days. Hate speech. That's on my permanent Facebook record. I'm a hate speecher. So I've decided that, you know what I like way better than Facebook is Pornhub. I like it. I feel like I'm part of the community. Like they have those videos and they said Pornhub community. Those are the ones you know are not professionally made. They're part of the Pornhub community. Those are the ones with they're kind of out of focus and shaky because somebody's holding the camera while they do their thing. And they're, you know, we can laugh at that, as I often do. Most of them are terrible. But some of them, damn. Compared to because they also see segments from like professional. There's me, like the professional, like, you know, 401k porn that's made in the valley, whatever, Simi Valley, whatever valley they make those down in LA.
What's that?
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is.
It's a Simi Valley dog. I know exactly.
Exactly. You know where it's made, and it's an industry, and it's the real, it's legit. And of the two things, really already? Damn. Oh, okay. This is gonna have to be a two-parter. That's good. A two-parter point, because I have some porn stuff to talk about. But I do prefer, as shaky and shitty as most of them are, I prefer when they do hit the ones made by people who are just taking the cameras and doing the thing. When they do hit, they hit hard. Way harder than professional stuff where you're looking at a bunch of it's well lit and they're cutting back and forth and you know there's, you know, boom mics right out of the camera, and then if you pan over to the left there's going to be craft services with the bagels and lox and shit. I just lost that right there. It's not working for me. I want to watch the people doing it for free. Good night.
Tom Wolf, everybody. Tom Wolf. I'm going to make you start bringing your own sanitary wipes to this. Oh, God. Tom, you have a wonderful thing about you, which is that you warned me ahead of time that your set